Hi, this is Jim Mann with Homestyle Southern Cooking, and I'm going to bring you another recipe for the holidays. This is a recipe that you mention the word, people either say bring it on or they run. Today I'm going to bring you my grandmother's recipe for a holiday fruitcake. One of my favorites. I love fruitcake. Okay, let's get started. If you're in the States, you can walk in any store and you can buy the citrus for your fruitcake, and you can make a fruitcake very easily. But living in Mexico, we don't have that. So what I have to do is I start a couple months ahead of time, and they start selling in the store, they started selling dry fruits. Now, it's not the same fruits that we use in the States. I have mango, this is like a lime, candied lime rind. I have dates, different ones. Sometimes you'll get a whole orange or you get a whole lemon that's just a candied fruit. So what I do when I find these, I chop them up, then I put them in, I get my bucket, and I put them in my bucket. Now these have been in my bucket with walnuts and pecans and currants and raisins and cranberries and cherries. This has some cactus in it, has some papaya in it, it has all sorts of things. So it's really a Yucatecan fruit cake, but let me tell you, it's incredible. And the sauce you see it has been soaking in, it's pure brandy. This is what I use. So this has been soaking in my refrigerator for about 3 to 4 months. So now after this, I'm going to show you exactly how we make our fruitcake. Okay, I've got all my ingredients together to show you, and it's a very simple fruitcake, but boy is it good. Okay, I need to start off, I need 1 stick of softened butter, which I have, okay? To that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. To that, I'm going to add 4 eggs. And if you can see, I just went out and got my eggs from the outside. And I'll just get 4 eggs here. We know these are fresh because I just got them. I've got a blue, brown, and tan one here I'm going to use. So next, I'm going to put my eggs in. 4 eggs. That's 1. That's 2. Dark brown one. 3. And I call these my Easter eggs, the blue one. 4. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of mix these together. Okay, the next thing I'm going to add to this, let me get this mixed up a little bit better. Now that I've got this all mixed up, the wet ingredients, I'm going to go to my fruit. And I'm going to use 2 cups of my fruit. So I'm going to reach in here and I'm going to get 1, let me get a knife so I can level this off. And I'm going to use the brandy and all, okay? So whatever comes with it. That's 1 cup. And let me tell you, this is a really, really rich fruit cake. And the taste is incredible. And it's loaded with fruit, as you can tell. Now I'm going to mix this up with my wet ingredients. Okay. Oh, it smells so good. That brandy and all the candied fruit. I promise you, if you sat and ate this, you wouldn't be able to get up, walk around. Okay, next, my dry ingredients. My dry ingredients are just 4 simple things. I've got 1 cup and 3/4 of flour, all-purpose flour. Put that in there. I've got a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, and I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of salt. And that's my 4 ingredients, dry ingredients. Now I'm going to blend these all together. Okay, I'm gonna get these all blended together and come back to you and show you how we prepare our pans to get them ready to put this in the pans. So I'm gonna get this blended and I'll be right back to you. Okay, we're back. Now what I've got is I use small springform pans, or last year I used these, and I use small loaf pans because sometimes I like to give them as gifts, and this makes a perfect size for a gift. So I don't remember whether this made 2 or 3 last year, but we'll prepare 2 of them. We'll see. I've got just pan baking. It already has the flour in it. I'm gonna spray these with. There's the flour and the oil already in them. Okay. Set this aside. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to fill these. Boy, this smells so good. I think it'll probably make 2. But I'm going to evenly distribute these 2 to make sure that I have 2. And then of course, I've got the mix to make many more. This is just a start. I'll have to spend one whole day making fruitcakes. But I just wanted to share this with you so you could see how I make my fruitcakes. And it's such a simple recipe. Most of the recipes that you find are so complicated. And that, you know, cooking shouldn't be complicated. It should be fun. And make sure I get all this dough out. Okay, I'm just going to press this down a little bit around the insides. Do the same thing with this one. Set this aside. And now I'm going to decorate the top of my fruitcake. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with, I don't know whether you can see this or not. Let me move this closer so you can see this. Okay, I'm going to take pecans and I'm going to start off with my pecans. This is your choice, whatever you want to do. Remember, it's a Christmas fruitcake, so you want to be festive. I'll probably make a star on this one. Then I'll take some green cherries and maybe put them around the inside middle. And I'm just lightly pressing it down into the batter. Then I can take some more red cherries and put them on the outside. And maybe add a few more pecans. Maybe put one over here, put one over here. Let's put one over here, and then let's put one over here. Okay, and I've even got a space that I could put maybe 2 more cherries in here, because you want this to be really festive and pretty when it's baked. So there's the first one that I've got tops on. So let me get this one decorated, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I did this one slightly different from the other one, but that's just a preference of choice. My oven's at 350. I'm going to put these in the oven for about 55 minutes, and at that time I'll come back and we'll see the cakes. Okay, I took these out of the oven about 10 minutes ago. They were in there for about 55 minutes. And the springform pans are still a little warm to the touch, but I want to show you the finish. There it is right there in the pan, but I want to show you the finished product. Take this off here. Okay, and there is my little fruitcake. Now we'll take it off completely and set it on the plate so you can see it. Now what I did last year, I went out and I found containers with tops for them, and I put them each one of them into the plastic container. Okay, give me a second. Okay, then after I put it in the plastic container, I take my brandy and I really soak it. You say, oh my goodness. But I really soak it. And it's actually, you can see the fluid in the bottom of it, okay? I'll cover this up and I'll put it in the refrigerator for about a week. I'll go back occasionally, add a little bit more brandy until it's all soaked in the brandy. Then once I do that, this was from last year. I take and I shrink wrap it, and put it in here. And then you can save a fruitcake for years in the freezer. This was from last year. I think I have 2 left out of the 20-some that I made. So that's what I'll do. I'll make more like this. So that's the recipe. It's very simple to do. The holiday recipe. You need to try this. It's really, really a simple recipe, and it's really good if you like fruitcake. Until next time, this is Jim Mann in Mexico saying Merry Christmas early. I hope you enjoy the fruitcake. And if you don't, I'm sorry. I'll bring you something that maybe you will enjoy. Until next time, take care of yourself. Thanks for having me in your house. I'll be thinking about you. Take care, and God bless.